Welcome back. At least 50 migrants are feared to have drowned after their boat ran out of fuel and capsized off the Libyan coast. Local officials say the dinghy, which was carrying at least 100 people, had set off from Libya's western city of Sabratha last Friday. The vessel was adrift for days before it capsized and was washed on shore near the city of Zuwara in the early hours of Wednesday. A spokesman for the Libyan Navy says 35 survivors were found, along with 8 bodies, and all of the survivors are from sub-Saharan Africa. Libya is a popular transit route for migrants trying to reach southern Europe by sea. Many are packed into unseaworthy vessels by traffickers who then abandon them to their fate in the Mediterranean Sea. Welcome to Africa Tech segment. The real estate industry is vast, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface when it comes to opportunities for technology-enabled innovation. The first phase of technology development was primarily focused around listing services for the residential side of the market, and this has paved the way for industry players to broadly reconsider how technology can make their lives better, that is. MyPaddy.ng is one of those players trying to solve the stress of walking around and going through billboards, newspapers and other unverified portals to search for off-campus hostels and roommates. Well, joining us to tell us more about the online platform is the Chief Operations Officer of MyPaddy.ng, and that is Lanre Ogungbe. Thank you for joining us in Network Africa.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so what was the idea behind creating this online platform that focuses on students' accommodation?
Well, thank you. So the idea came when we thought about, myself and my founder, Joel Amawe, we thought about the fact that NBS, Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, stated that we have over 32 million Nigerian students across over 300 universities. And 70% of this population are moving from one street to another, from one area to another, trying to get accommodation. And of course, so many of them are either stranded or being robbed or being violated. This is 2017. This shouldn't be happening. And so technology, what we're trying to do is to ensure that we're using technology to solve this problem. And so from the comfort of your home, you could just go to our platform, go to your institution, see the hostels you like, click on it, and book. And we're not just only solving that. So right now, a lot of parents don't even know where their children are staying in school. So what we're also solving is to enable parents to know where the children are staying, and also for institutional management. Schools can't really make very profound decisions because they don't have data. They don't know where the students are staying. They don't know the areas they're staying. They don't know a lot of things. And so even when they're requesting for grants or funds, it's just shaky data they put out. So MyPaddy.ng is solving a lot of these problems using 3 of these focal points.
Okay, so how do you identify who is coming and, who is meeting each other and who you're pairing each other with? Security challenges.
Yes. So right now, we're not getting that 100%, but then we're moving close. And so what we've done is to partner with institutional management, student HCG, and also the Student Affairs Commission to see how we could synchronize data. And so we've gone into partnership with 2 schools right now, but right now we're in 62 schools, but synchronization of data has only been in 2 schools partnership. And so what we're doing right now is, after the admission, the school allows us to have access to the database, and so any student coming in through our platform, we could verify if it's a student or not. And schools are really they're really interested in synchronizing the data with us because they want to vet the real students from those that are not students. They want to vet that are cultists and those that are not cultists. And so when we approach them, they really love it. So right now, we've done it in few schools, and we are set to just take over the other schools.
So essentially, no human interaction, because, I would think my days, I would, pair with a friend, and then we would go and get a room together or something of the sort. Totally no human interaction.
100% human interaction, no. Because, so IT is going to AI, right? Artificial intelligence. But then you can go into artificial intelligence without data. So what we're doing right now is to extract the data to move us into artificial intelligence. So human interaction is very limited, not like the usual one. The only point you need human interaction is when you want to inspect, and that's when you request for it. But then you could just go to our platform. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you get your hostel, you pay for it, and you get a receipt. Any day you want to resume, you go resume. So human interaction is so minimal, but then not 100% total.
What if you change your mind?
Yeah, what if we have an 100% refund? So when you get to the hostel and you don't like it, but what we've done is on our platform, you can see the video of the hostel, the pictures, the closeness, amenities, a lot of information are there. So it's just exact because we verify each of these hostels that we list. But then when you don't want it,
or when you don't like your roommate.
Yeah, when you don't like your roommate. Of course, so before you get a roommate, you would know the kind of roommate you want. You will know the hostel, you will know the church you attend, RCF, you know the department, its level, and all this information. And so when you're fine with it, then you're good. And to note, 85 to 90% of those that have booked through MyPaddy has been parents and uncles and aunts and those in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And so the parents can judge the kind of person they want their wards to stay with. Yes.
All right. So far, how's the journey been starting up?
Yes. Of course, we have some challenges in Nigeria starting up. But one of the most important things is having a fantastic team. So you need to have a team that has a domain and technical experience. So we don't believe that you need all the millions to make good progress, but you need a team that can sacrifice everything. So getting a strong team, getting good funding is key to us. And we just left Virtuous Platform in Abuja, where we got some funding by Virtuous Platform. And so we've been using the funding so well to help every student in Nigeria. Right now, we are in 22 states, 62 universities, and we're expanding so well. We're targeting both universities, polytechnics, college of education, and very soon we're moving into the NYC market.
Are there fears of competition?
So we have indirect competitions, and those are the Road Street agents. And so what happens right now is you meet an agent, he's going to refer you to another agent, and you have to pay this agent, refer you to another agent. And so those are indirect. And they don't have, so we are exposed to a large pool of students because we are online, we use social media, we use a lot of marketing strategies, we target the parents, which are our customers, our consumers are the students. We use a lot of marketing strategies, which a roadside agent wouldn't know how to do that. So indirect competitors haven't, and also some that are almost in the same space have not gotten the business model as good as we have. And so competitors, we're not really having issues with that.
All right, thank you so much, Larry Goodway. All the best in your app.
Thank you so much.
He is the COO of mypaddy.ng. And that's Network Africa for the week. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker.